I just do a little test video, and I've got this microphone, so I'm going to see, excuse me, so I'm going to see how it works. So I'm going to show you how to do a double crochet and how you identify the stitches. I found this quite difficult to start because I couldn't really see what people were doing. See the hook moving, but not what was going on. So when you look at your work, you see all these stitches and think, where am I going to put my hook and keep my stitch count accurate? So if you tilt your work, the top of stitches looks like this with some little V's. Little V's. That's what most crochet tutorials will say. There's a little V. And underneath that, there is also this little stitch here. So when you're crocheting, you don't want to go under that unless it says into the space, which is a space between the previous row. I'm going to go in between that space there and here. So let's have a go. So here's my first stitch. You see this yarn isn't even in thickness. So if I turn it, I can see a tiny little V here, and there's the stitch underneath. So with a double crochet, put my hook under, drag that yarn over, and go in here. So not under here, but in between, in here. And if you turn it, it's going under the two stitches of the V. And grab my yarn, and I'm going to pull it through between that space. Just pull up a little bit so you have a good tension, even tension. And then grab with my hook. And I twist it because it's easier. It means the hook isn't going to get stuck. I bring it through too. And I'm grabbing with my hook and twisting and bringing that through those next two. So that's double crochet. I'm going to do another one. So again, on the side, where am I going to put my stitch? I look here, and there's the V. Now if I turn, there's this little space here, and there's a base, a little bit of material there, a bit of yarn. I'm going to go into here, not there, but in here, which will bring me under those two loops. So grab my yarn over, there's the hook, the yarn on the hook, the stitch on the hook, yarning over, and I'm going to go in, grab that yarn, pull it through. So now I have 1, 2, 3 stitches on my hook, pull through 2 stitches, pull through 2 stitches. Again, where's my stitch? There it is, the little V, yarn over, put my hook through. I'll swivel my hook a little bit just to grab that yarn to bring it through. So it's all about just rolling your hook. Now you might find your own little technique and your rhythm, but this is how I tend to crochet. Grab it, it's a bit of a yarn, bit of a swivel. And there's my stitch here on the side. Looks like slightly different. There's my next stitch here. Yarn over. Put my hook through, grab that. Bring that through. Bring that through. Bring that through. And the stitches that we have done along here create the next row of these for the next round. I hope this was useful. Bye.